All right, at this stage, we're assuming you have your graph data and you've made your points. You've plotted your points on the graph. But if you haven't done that, you got to go back and look at the other video for that. So if you're at this stage, you're ready now to draw a line of best fit. So for that, the rule of thumb is we're trying to put the line somewhere. We're going to draw a straight line even though it's might not be perfectly straight. We're going to assume it's straight for this purpose. And we're going to try to draw a line that's basically puts equal number of points above the line and equal number of points below the line. And we're going to try to figure out somewhere in between that. We don't want to favor one point over another. We want to sort of treat them as equally as we can. And using a clear ruler for this is the best, because then you can sort of keep an eye on all the points. So let's do a pencil for this one, only because it's easy to make a mistake. So let's go ahead and do a pencil and get that straight line in there. Okay, so now we have the line of best fit, and it's sort of an average of the average. These are average points, and this line is kind of an average of all of those. So now we can use this line of best fit to make a prediction. Remember at the beginning we wanted you to hit 200, and looking at the data table we can predict that we would shoot it somewhere between 25 and 30. We can use the line now to actually get a little bit more precise of a prediction. If we do some dotted lines and we go over, so we figure out the point we're trying to shoot at, which is 200, and we draw a dotted line to the line, and now we're going to need to find out what our pullback is. So we're going to make a dotted line down to the pullback. And the pullback is somewhere between 25 and 26. So when you were shooting that, you would actually then only pull the rubber band back, or it's actually between 26 and 27. So that's what, and maybe we can go ahead and put that prediction down there. What's the number we predict? So it's 26.5. And that's our pullback to get 200. Now let's say I ask you to shoot it, say, if I wanted to have you shoot at 350. So we'd have to find 350 on the graph, and we're going to do again a dotted line over to our line of best fit. And then we're going to go down to our pullback. We're going to again try to make that as, you want it to be a perpendicular or straight line down to the x-axis. And then we'll make that, let's go ahead and see what would that predict to be. So that's 35, 36, so it's a little bit over 36, so it's like, what, 36.1 or something. And so if we were to shoot the rubber band or pull it back from 36 to 36.1 centimeters, we would expect, based on our data, that it would go 350 centimeters on average. So I want you to draw these lines in there for both 200 and then the number that we are assigning you to shoot at, and then we'll use this data to test and see if we can actually, by pulling back to that amount, hit this distance. So when you're done with this graph, you have two lines, you're going to show it to your teacher again.